Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, my name is Muhammad Zuhalmi bin Ahmad. My metric number is J21A1041. So we go to the background of the entrepreneur and the company. So the very concept of entrepreneurship dates to the medieval era. The term appeared first in the 17th century. Entrepreneurship is a phenomenon emerged in the 13th century as a Marco Polo started international trade as the merchant traveller. Later in the Middle Age, business people were in change was brought back to the entrepreneurship. In the 17th century, entrepreneurs start to negotiate contract with the government to deliver a specific kind of goods of service. Then we go to who look for profitable at the beginning of globalization in the 18th century, unable to find project for his or her ideas. Besides that, an entrepreneur is someone who has the passion to create the ability to possess their idea. So someone has the ability to address needs, or in some case create a need that this exists. So that's all.
I am Siti Nurshazlin binti Muhammad Zamri. My metric number is J21A0961. Okay, I will continue with the brief background. According to Dr. Suryani, she also discussed about definitions of MSME. MSME refer to the total number of employees and the firm's sales turnover, especially micro business. MSME also refer to small and medium business. According to Dr. Suryani, MSME must be entities registered with the Companies Commissions of Malaysia or other comparable companies. MSME are classified into two economic sectors, which were manufacturing.
Vision to make Malaysia a united, prosperous and dignified entrepreneurial nation. The mission to create a holistic and conducive entrepreneurship ecosystem for sustainable, balanced and inclusive socio-economic development in Malaysia. Objective. The first objective is build a cohesive and holistic ecosystem for social entrepreneurship development in Malaysia. Next, to create a critical mass of social enterprise, strengthen the capacity building and competitiveness of homegrown social enterprise. Last, mainstream social enterprise as an effective contributor to national development. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Saliana Hanis binti Hassan. My metric number is J21A1045. Today I will talk about strategy used for new venture creation or venture growth. Since gaining our independence more than 60 years ago, we have endured many difficulties and experiences. Malaysia, which was formerly improved and colonized, is now a rapidly industrializing nation. For other developing nations, economic success, political stability and the well-being of the rakyat serve as benchmark. With such direction and strategic planning, the new venture formation is policies and master plan. By focusing on household consumption or income growth among the lowest population rather than overall growth, share prosperity assess how inclusive economic growth is a shared prosperity vision while recognizing ethnic and cultural variety as the cornerstone of the nation state. The plan aims to strengthen political stability, increase the country wealth, and ensure that the rakyat are unfined. Additionally, is the satisfaction of living day to day and the hope of creating an even better life in the future. In other words, prosperity make it possible for people to find work, pursue their aspiration, live fulfilling life, and secure the future of their loved one. Next is National Entrepreneurship Policy 2013. In business, entrepreneurship is at its core as the business environment changes, particularly in terms of procedures, people and corporate organization. The notion of entrepreneurship will also alter. The following is a definition of entrepreneurship, entrepreneurs, and business in Malaysia. In entrepreneurship and entrepreneur. For entrepreneurship, a dynamic method for finding, developing, analyze, and seizing business opportunities. For entrepreneur, a person who mobilizes resources to launch and grow business or enterprise in order to create, reach, and or improve the state of the nation while taking on responsibility and risk to create a supportive and all-encompassing entrepreneur ecosystem. The government and diverse parties must work together to implement the objective and action indicated in the NEP 2030. Thank you.
My name is Nur Shasha Najia binti Ibrahim. My matric number is J21A1048. Next, I will continue the strategy used for new venture creation or venture growth. The Malaysia Social Entrepreneurship Blueprint 2013 was created by the government to help overcome obstacles and expand social companies. The National Strategy SEMY 2013 will pave the road and foster social entrepreneurship in Malaysia. SEMY 2013 has 5 goals that promote the social entrepreneurship ecosystem and mainstream the social enterprise movement. These goals are in line with the aims, plan and effort of the SPV 2013 and EP 2013, My Digital and the 12th Malaysian Plan. SEMY 2013 aims to support a sustainable, inclusive and holistic economic growth that is fair and equitable to all stakeholders by mainstreaming social enterprise and normalizing its social impact. The mid-term and long-term goals for SEMY 2013 have been established in order to mainstream the social enterprise movement as a valuable contributor to inclusive, sustainable and balanced socio-economic growth. The aims are broken down into the following 5 categories: employment, proportion of social enterprise, total registered social enterprise number and improvement of Malaysian position in the domestic market. Lastly, the Shared Prosperity Initiative, which has 3 facets such as economic empowerment, environmental sustainable and social re-engineering that will be in line with the 12th Malaysia Plan. The 3 main pillars of the 12th plan are resetting the economy, enhancing security, well-being and inclusivity, and improving sustainable. The Malaysia Plan is a 5-year development plan that includes guidelines for the government implementation of target socio-economic and economic objectives. Goal 12 of the Sustainable Development Agenda promote more environmentally friendly consumption and production practice through a variety of initiatives such as targeted regulation and global accord on the control of environmentally hazardous products. This is done to guarantee inclusive socio-economic growth leading to a wealthier society. The Shared Prosperity Initiative, which has 3 facets such as economic empowerment, environmental sustainable and social re-engineering that will be in line with the 12th Malaysia Plan.
Next is suggested strategy to wealth creation of the company with justification. First strategy is creating an innovative and suitable enterprise when the existence of an innovative and suitable company will further establish the wealth of a company because the income they earn will be earned by the company. Therefore, this will improve the ability of entrepreneurs to compete in the domestic and international market. Next is promoting inclusive participation through MSME. Focus will be given to strengthening an ecosystem for future industry startups by creating technology and digital entrepreneur cluster. In this context, MSME is related to micro, small, medium enterprise. As we know as SME, MSME Portal is a government initiative to help SME solve business problem. SME consists of 4 components, which are information center, advisory service, platform, and feedback medium. Next is responding to demand of logistics. First, online purchase has become considerably simpler and faster thanks to advancement in e-commerce, where it's given various benefits to sellers and users. Next is, over the previous year, e-commerce has grown significantly, creating a large demand for efficient and dependable logistics. Next is capacity building, where when a company is more developed and organic growth in predictable, increasing market share can lead to additional growth.
My name is Nuraina Dira binti Muslimar. My matrix number is J21A0913. Next, the second point of suggested strategy is responding to demands in logistics. Online purchase or online shopping have become considered as simpler and faster thanks to advancements in e-commerce. However, products from MSMEs companies still need to be transported to customers' homes by any certain vehicles such as lorries, trains, airplanes, and ships. Usually, customers receive their packaging within 24 hours or 2 days. So when the lockdowns happen, it's likely to interrupt the supply chain and cause the delivery delays. It will make customers wait more long. They're constantly waiting for their orders to arrive. Over the previous year, e-commerce has grown significantly, creating a large demand for efficient and dependable logistics. Especially smaller companies have felt the pressure to respond promptly to logistical demands in order to ensure their presence or viability throughout the pandemic. The last point of suggested strategy is capacity building. Capacity building can be defined as the method of developing the knowledge, talents, procedures, and resources that enable organizations and communities in order to adapt and succeed in a world that is undergoing rapid change. When a company is more developed and organic growth is predictable, increasing market share can lead to additional growth. So in order to accomplish this, a percentage of current and projected profits must be reinvested in capacity development. By expanding its infrastructure, a company can finance growth by effectively managing future cash flows. So the investment should be managed to produce consistent returns throughout a long cycle of cash flow.
In conclusion, INSEP 2020 discussed how entrepreneurs can survive in economic conditions following the COVID-19 pandemic. Datuk Suryani explained that there are various organizations that can assist entrepreneurs in becoming advisors in times of economic uncertainty. They encourage the growth of entrepreneurship as well as the upgrading of skills by establishing specialized training centers. Therefore, Malaysia's future economic growth and position in the global supply chain will be determined